Hello and welcome back to Webcast News. Let's get started. And firstly today is the sad news of a helicopter crash where 10 people have been killed, which include 3 French Olympians, 5 French crew members and 2 Argentinian pilots after 2 helicopters crashed into each other just after takeoff in Argentina. Now the reason so many French people were in these helicopters was that they were doing filming for a new French reality television show called Dropped. And this show would have seen 8 different sports stars dropped from helicopters into different wildlife areas, and they would then have to find their way back to civilization. But the main thing was that they were blindfolded whilst in the helicopter, so they couldn't see where they had gone. Sadly, when they were taking off from La Rioja in Argentina as part of the filming with 3 of the sports stars, the 2 helicopters crashed into each other, killing all 10 people. Now the 3 Olympians were French swimmer Camille Moffat, who won 3 medals at the London Olympics in 2012, including a gold in the 400 metre freestyle, boxer Alexis Vastine, and sailor Florence Arthard. As mentioned before, the 3 were killed along with 5 filming crew members from France and also the 2 pilots flying the helicopters, who are Argentinian. And what's the big thing coming from this is that no one quite knows why the 2 helicopters crashed into each other, because the weather at the time of takeoff was reported to be fine and perfectly good for helicopters to fly. So it's a bit of a strange freak accident really. And thoughts go out to the friends and family of the 10 people killed in this freak accident. And now for news which makes ISIS look even worse. A female news anchor cut off an interview with an IS member after he basically insulted all women. Rima Karaki, who is a news anchor, was doing an interview for Al Jadid TV, a Lebanese channel. She was interviewing a male IS member who had fled to London after being sentenced for joining the Egyptian Islamic Jihad group. And the main point of the interview was to try and find the possibility of Christians joining the Islamic State. However, the man being interviewed went off on a tangent on the historical side of Christians joining Islamic groups. Rima Karaki then tried to bring him back to the main topic of current times, because she was wary of time restraints and that she wouldn't get the answers she wanted from the interview. But this is when the man then kicked off. The back and forth goes on for a little while, so to just sum it up quickly, she keeps trying to get him back on track with the question, and he keeps telling her that he can do what he wants because he runs the interview. Miss Karaki then has one final attempt at trying to bring him back to the main topic, and this is when he just loses all dignity he ever had, which was none anyway. He says to the reporter, "Are you done? Shut up so I can talk." Miss Karaki then counters saying that how can a respected sheikh tell her to shut up? And then he makes a complete fool of himself with his final statement, where he says that it is beneath him to be interviewed by her because she is a woman. And then he goes on to say something else about women, but it gets cut off by the studio, who cut his mic, with Rima Karaki saying there is either mutual respect or the conversation is over. And I have to say that is good on the news channel, and it's good on her as well for shutting this man up. And the quicker he can be found and, well, killed in the basic sense, the better. And finally, I thought I would go a little bit lighter with the final story, and it's Kanye West being a bit weird again. Kanye West was doing a speech last week at Oxford University in England, and I thought you had to be smart to go there, but apparently not anymore. The Tab, which is the Oxford student newspaper, then recently released the list of demands that Kanye West had to do the speech at the university. And it's a very bizarre list, as it starts with Volvic water bottles with the labels peeled off. It then carries on with a small veggie platter, hummus and hot water. Finishing up with a small variety of tea bags, double espresso if he so wanted, raw asparagus and a full-size mirror. Obviously the university then gave him all of these things, and he did his speech in front of 350 members of the Oxford Guild Business Society. What they learned from him? Probably nothing. It's Kanye West. So on that slightly strange story, that is the end of today's video. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and as always, thanks for watching.